All right, everybody. Welcome to the Ward F Community Caucus, where we discuss Jersey City Council meeting agenda items. I am Erica Walker, Chief of Staff to the Ward F Council Office. Councilman Gilmore will be joining us shortly. If this is your first time joining, welcome to the People's Ward F Community Caucus. Each and every Saturday before the City Council takes their meeting on Wednesdays, we discuss the caucus agenda items with the public because the public doesn't get a chance to engage at the council's caucus on Mondays. This week's caucus, though, will take place on Tuesday. I'm assuming there's a holiday on Monday. We have the council caucus agenda link available at everythingwardf.com/caucus. We also have all of the council meeting caucus dates. Like I said, the Office of Ward F discusses the caucus agenda items this Saturday prior to. If you would like to review the agenda items with us, you can view the City Council agenda through this yellow button here. If you would like to watch from home the caucus, we have links to view the caucus here. Sign up to speak for Wednesday. You do have to sign up in advance if you would like to be a part of the public speaking portion. And if you like to view past YouTube videos, you can visit the City Council's, the City of Jersey City's YouTube page by using this QR code here. So again, all those links are available also when you scroll down, sign up to speak here as well. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, my name is Erica Walker. You can reach me at ewalker@jcnj.org. Give me a second. I just want to make sure we are going live on Facebook and YouTube. Sometimes we have some technical difficulties there, so I'm just going to check it out. And pardon the baby in the background. That's my newborn. Say hi. All righty.
We'd love to hear from him anytime.
Say hi. You gonna coo? You gonna coo for the crowd? He's just gonna pass gas. So if you hear
Good
that,
job.
that's him.
Important.
Welcome aboard, Miss Gina. And we have Miss Denise Davis on the line as well. Auntie Denise, welcome.
Good morning and hi, baby. What's his name again?
Jamal.
Hi, Jamal.
You heard
Good
him?
morning. Greetings.
Say hey. Hey. No
He's
talking
already
on the
got
mic
some
yet.
volume in his voice. Erica,
Mhm.
how's he doing with his crying and screaming? Is
Oh,
he?
yeah, he's got great lungs. Oh yeah. Great lungs. He had his second follow-up appointment, so he's doing well. Thank you.
Oh, good job.
And I want to go live on YouTube, and sometimes it gives me problems. But we will have this, we'll download it from Zoom and put it up on YouTube if we don't get to go live on YouTube. And I really want to go live on Facebook too. And maybe it'll go live now. It says I don't have permission to stream, but then sometimes it does it anyway. Okay, well, this meeting is being recorded, as you heard when you joined. And without further ado, we'll take it from the top, from the caucus meeting. All right. So the regular meeting for the Municipal Council is going to be held on Thursday, February 13th. Is Monday a holiday? I'm wondering why it's on Thursday instead of Wednesday, which means the caucus is on Tuesday instead of Monday. So it says Monday, and then that's the next meeting after that. Okay, so we have a lot to cover, many first readings. There are 12 first readings. So if this is your first time joining, first reading ordinances have to be passed twice. They're introduced at the first meeting that they're read into the record, and then they have to be read into the record again as a second reading. And upon the second reading is when the public will have an opportunity to speak on each individual ordinance. So you don't have to sign up to speak for ordinances, second readings. You do have to sign up to speak if you want to talk about anything other than a second reading ordinance. So I'd advise you to definitely visit everythingwardf.com. Go ahead and sign up to speak. It doesn't hurt. You don't have to pay for it. Just sign up to speak anyway. And if you can't make it, then you just don't make it. But at least if you do decide to come, you're already on the list, because this list can get long. Portside Towers tenants have about 12 to 20 signees each meeting. So you definitely want to do it sooner than later. Welcome, Councilman Gilmore.
Hey, good morning.
And
So
by
we're
the
just getting
the port side team usually does their organizing on Monday, Tuesday. They'll text and they'll do the block sign up. So as long as you get on there before Sunday, Monday, Tuesday prior to the caucus meeting, you're gonna be in pretty good shape.
right. Thank you for that. So yes, so signing up over the weekend will get you in before that large crowd signs up. So without further ado, we'll review first readings. It's a very casual, conversational structure at these community caucuses. So feel free to chime in when you feel necessary. Feel free to ask a question, as you can interrupt, no problem. Or raise your hand or text in the chat. But it's hard to follow the agenda and the chat. So if you can just unmute yourself and have at it if you have a question. I tend to go through these kind of fast because there are so many. We try to keep this caucus under an hour. So feel free to just stop me if you want to discuss something in particular at length. So 4.1 is an ordinance amending and supplementing Chapter 69 Special Improvement Districts, implementing Article 5, 6, 7, 8, Article 8 Cultural Arts Special Improvement District of the Jersey City Municipal Code. So special improvement districts have their own zoning requirements and what's allowed to take place in the area. We have several throughout Jersey City. The one particular in Ward, we have several in Ward F as well. The largest one being the Jackson Hill Main Street Special Improvement District. This one is for Journal Square 260 redevelopment plan, and we'll see the highlighted area. So they're amending this to increase property values. The increased property values will benefit those properties with greatest assessment. So we'll go to the purpose box. We have other highlighted areas. So it looks like they're only at applying taxes to properties of a certain value. And the purpose box will tell us a summary of this. And their purpose is to be determined. So we'll learn more about this on Tuesday, not in Ward F. So we'll see what the council member for this ward has to say about this specific agenda item. 4.2 is an ordinance adopting amendments to the Morris Canal redevelopment plan, including regarding standards on the mixed use C and mixed use E districts. We did reach out to Ms. June Jones. They last had a meeting regarding this, a public meeting regarding this over the summer. Because it's been so long, we wanted to touch base again. Surprised this made it back to the agenda so quickly. Councilman, what was your discussion with Matt?
No, we pushed it to this meeting for so we can have the meeting. So we'll have the meeting tomorrow. Only thing that really changed is I think they want an extra story
on each building.
Yeah, no, well, on the I forget the one on the junction. I forget the number.
They went from 5 to 6, and the other one went from 6 to 7, I believe.
Yeah, but they included I think 12% affordable units on the junction.
Okay.
And then on the other one, they included affordable units, and they deeded some of their property over to the city so we can connect the Morris Canal Greenway to the park.
Awesome. Yes, for that walkway to connect the two parks. Nice. Okay. 4.3 is a franchise ordinance granting permission to Sam Steinberg, his successors and assigns to use approximately 216 square feet over the public right-of-way within the 50-foot right-of-way. This was the first reading. I think they had pushed this as well from the last meeting. regarding this franchise ordinance. And it was for the purpose of, it doesn't say what the right of way is going to be used for. Normally it's for like an ADA compliance ramp. If it's on the ground, so we'll get clarification on whether this is in the ground or in the air.
Isn't this the same one that it is in the air? It's just overhanging over, it's on the second floor, an overhang.
Above grade encroachments exist above the public sidewalk. Yeah, so it may be for an awning.
It's on,
Or
this is the one on First Street, right?
they have the lot block. Yeah, First Street adjacent, yes.
Yeah, I think they showed up last 2 weeks ago and we're talking about it's just it's overhanging.
Okay, so it's not physical space that people are going to be walking through.
No, but
Okay.
it's not, it's just it's benefiting the builder and the builder only. So I
Yeah, I mentioned in the last caucus that Councilman Gilmore had made a point to charge more for these franchise agreements, because like you said, at the end of the day, this is benefiting the developer. He's getting more square footage to use. So what is the city getting out of it? $1, a nominal fee. 4.4 is an ordinance supplementing Chapter 67, pedestrian malls, Article 3, Prover Street between Bay Street and Morgan Street pedestrian mall. And this is in the Powerhouse Arts District redevelopment plan. 4.5 is an ordinance of the Municipal Council of Jersey City amending Chapter 105, demolition, Chapter 131, Construction Codes Uniform, Chapter 160, fees and charges, and Chapter 345, zoning, Article 3, Section 30 and 31, local landmark designation standards, and Section 33. So they're probably updating these fees to be standard with the state. A lot of times that's the reason why they amend these chapters, to make changes to the demolition ordinances and relevant chapters along with standards for designation criteria. Okay. 4.6 is an ordinance supplementing Chapter 332, vehicles and traffic. Oh, I'm sorry, how did I get down to the fours? I thought these were from last week. Apologies. Well, I may as well finish the fours and then I'll go back up to the threes. 4.6 is an ordinance supplementing Chapter 332, vehicles and traffic, Article 3, parking, standing, and stopping, amending Section 332-24, parking prohibited certain hours at PS 37 along 9th Street east of Erie Street. So updating parking hours on school days. And then 4.7, the last second reading, is an ordinance supplementing Chapter 332, vehicles and traffic, Article 8, permit parking, Section 332-58, parking regulations in residential zones, to amend the zone parking districts along Newark Avenue. And Solomon touched on this. This is just another piece of property that would like to be included in this parking zone. We always like to take this opportunity to let the public know that if you would like your neighborhood to be included in a permit parking zone, we can assist you with the steps to take to get that. You do need 90% of your neighborhood to buy into it. And that would mean no one can park on your block for a certain period of time or from a certain time span without a registered parking permit. So it'll help guarantee, or at least help open up parking spaces for people who actually live in the area. So I just want to make sure I went over all of the these are the second reading. So all of these will have an opportunity for public to speak without signing up. And then we'll go to the first readings. So first readings will have to be read into the record twice. When the first time they are read, there is no opportunity for the public to engage. So public, you can use this opportunity now to let us know how you feel about each and either of these readings. So we went over 1, 2, 3.3 is an ordinance amending Chapter 160, fees and charges, amending the fee schedule for city-owned and operated swimming pools at Pavonia Pool and Lafayette Aquatic Center. Councilman Gilmore and Councilman Solomon recently released an op-ed regarding the pool fees, saying basically it was a mistake for the city to approve such fees last year. which started and the fees were enforced last summer. The reason why why the administration proposed fees was so that they could double the fee for outsiders, people who come in from outside of Jersey City. They said we were missing out on money, but the revenues have shown that it's not enough to basically charge Jersey Cityans. It's not like we're making millions of dollars off of outsiders coming to swim in Jersey City. So we're punishing our own people for not much of a profit. So this legislation proposes that we take those fees back away and make the pools free again.
Yeah, also, so two things. One, the initial conversation was centered around this being Green Acres, and whenever you receive Green Acres funds, Green Acres funds say you can't charge out-of-town residents if you're not charging locals. You can charge out-of-town residents double than what you could charge locals. But I don't know how they provided misinformation. Lafayette Pool is not even under Green Acres, as I understand it. So therefore, we didn't even need to have a fee there. In fact, this fee have been more of a hindrance than a help. Just the process of collecting a fee and having people waiting in long lines during the heat, and it's messy. Now, with regards to purge and fill pool, there's still going to be a fee associated with purge and fill pool. That's been an indoor pool. There's always been a fee associated with that pool. So this is mainly to push everything back to to what it normally was.
Okay. So the Lafayette pool would go to no fees, and then
it will go back.
Bologna.
Yeah, it will go back to no fees, and not Bologna, Persian will go back to its regularly scheduled fee program.
Okay. Thank you. 3.4 is an ordinance supplementing Chapter 332 Vehicles and Traffic, Article 3 Parking, Standing, and Stopping, amending Section 332-24 Parking prohibited at certain hours at PS 16 on 96 Sussex Street. 3.5 is an ordinance supplementing Chapter 332 Vehicles and Traffic, Article 9 Parking for the Disabled of the Jersey City Code, designated reserved parking spaces at various locations throughout the city. And these are those locations. So if you have a disability or you need handicap parking in front of your home, you can definitely reach out to our office. We'll let you know how to apply for those spaces. 3.6 is an ordinance supplementing Chapter 332 Vehicles and Traffic, Article 2 Traffic Regulation, Section 332-8 prohibited right turns on red signals to prohibit turns on red at all times at multiple locations in proximity to schools, parks, and protected bike lanes. So all of the underlined areas are added places where there will now be no right turns allowed in the following directions on the listed streets. So we definitely we'll probably our office, I see a lot of South Side streets on here, in Greenville and Ward F streets on here. So we'll create our office will, or we'll ask comms to create some promotional material letting people know, like, heads up, like, look for these stop signs and know that and look for the signs that'll say no turn on red. This is hard for New Jerseyans to get used to, because we're so used to being able to, as long as we stop, we can turn red on right. We can turn right on red, or turn right at these intersections. But people will need to take note, make sure you're reading these signs, because you will be ticketed and get a moving violation if you are caught making a red at these new areas. And it's a long list too. So yeah, they might need to make a promo video for this, being that it's affecting so many streets. Like in New York, it's just everywhere. You can't turn right on red. But Jersey City, you gotta look for the signs. 3.7 is an ordinance supplementing Chapter 332 Vehicles and Traffic, Article 3 Parking, Standing, and Stopping, amending Section 332-24 Parking prohibited at certain hours at PS 37 along 9th Street and east of Erie Street. So that's from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. 3.8 is an ordinance supplementing chapter 332 vehicles and traffic, article 3, parking, standing and stopping, amending section 332-24, parking prohibited certain hours at Danford Avenue Early Childhood Learning Center. 3.9 is an ordinance approving a 23-year tax exemption and authorizing a financial agreement for a multi-site affordable rental project previously renovated by Roseville Avenue Redemption Urban Renewal pursuant to the New Jersey Housing and Mortgage Finance Act of 1983, as amended and supplemented NJSA 5514K-1 and rules promulgated under NJAC 580. So where is this located? This is at 351, 381 Montgomery Street and 352, 364 Montgomery Street. So this is Montgomery Gateway. This is regarding their redevelopment of I believe. So in order to stay affordable, they'll need to extend their tax exemption status. 3.10 is a franchise ordinance granting permission to St. George and St. Shenanda Coptic Orthodox Church to encroach onto the public right-of-way sidewalk along the frontage of 395 Sip Avenue, block 11801, lot 1. 311 is an ordinance authorizing the city of Jersey City to execute an extension of a lease with New Jersey Schools Development Authority on the real property block 21102, lot 52 on the city's tax map located at 70 Iggy Avenue for the purpose of temporary parking for via Jersey City service. So they're extending the lease again.
Yeah, we definitely gotta, I don't know, we're definitely gonna have conversations about that because the last extension was, we had an issue with the last extension and now they're doing it again. And they said that they weren't.
They were supposed to find their own place.
Exactly.
The renewal of the contract. It was supposed to be a part of their contract renewal was they need to find their own parking. And they shouldn't be parking in a residential area. They should be looking for a commercial or what's the other type of area? Industrial area to be parking in, as opposed to bringing all their fumes to a residential area. 3.2 is an ordinance expanding the boundaries of the Exchange Place Alliance Special Improvement District to include sections of Marin Boulevard, Christopher Columbus Drive, Morgan Street, Bay Street, First Street, Steuben Street, and Prover Street. So I know there were some issues just trying to make sure that they're not overlapping with another improvement district.
Yeah, I think they took
double
It
taxation.
looks like they took those areas out of their proposal.
Okay. Writing, and then we reviewed second readings already. Section 5 is request for a public hearing. Again, if you're just now making the meeting, you can visit everythingwordf.com, click on Community Caucus, scroll down to sign up to speak, to sign up to get on that public speaking list if you aren't already. Then we'll scroll down to how we spend our money and how we honor people, places, and things with Section 10 resolutions. So 10.1 is a resolution authorizing an emergency temporary appropriation for calendar year 2025. And that has to do with health and human services, looks like some infrastructure, state of emergency funds, the mayor's office, municipal clerk's office, Department of Administration, almost all departments looks like. And this is because we haven't approved the budget yet. Do we know when the budget is supposed to be getting approved? So we don't have to keep doing
Well, but normally it's towards the end of the year. And that's part of the issue. We put you in a bind because either because it got to be voted on for a certain time. So yeah, they do this temporary appropriation. It's one of the tactics of the administration. I don't understand why they just don't put forth the whole budget.
Right. We had the hearings at the end of last year. It should have been done in like at least the first 3 months. We're on month 2 already. 10.2 is a resolution adopting calendar year 2025 cash management plan for the city of Jersey City. You have the copy of the cash management plan. So this is how we move our funds around and free up our funds, all the people we bank with. 10.3 is a resolution establishing petty cash funds for various departments and divisions for calendar year 2025, and they have petty cash amounts ranging from $200 to $1,000. 10.4 is a resolution granting a veteran exemption for block 11101, lot 16 from local property taxation. 10.5 is a resolution celebrating the life of Juanita McEachern, who lived from October 1949 to December 30th, 2024. 10.6 is a resolution authorizing the city of Jersey City to execute an indemnification agreement with the Liberty State Park and authorizing the city risk manager to issue a certificate of insurance for the continued use of Liberty State Park.
Hey, Erica, I'm gonna try to get I'm going to Gary Greenberg's funeral tomorrow. So we
Okay.
may try to walk once I get all the information, we can walk it as a late
A
item.
resolution. Okay.
Yeah. So
All
I'll
right, I'll
try to
start working
get
on
the
that.
obituary and everything tomorrow.
All righty.
And I go to his funeral.
10.7 is a resolution authorizing the city of Jersey City to accept a donation from Puerto Ricanos Asociados for community organization PACO. 10.8 is a resolution of the Municipal Council of the City of Jersey City authorizing the business administrator to execute a discharge of mortgage encumbering 338 to 340 Holiday Street. Borrowed 64,000, and are they paying us anything? The payment amount for the home program. Okay.
I think that's one of those 95.5 houses.
Yeah, Holiday. That's what I was thinking. I didn't see any payback for the trust, affordable housing trust fund. Deja will let us know for sure.
Oh.
10.9 is a resolution of the Municipal Council of the City of Jersey City reprogramming funding and amending program contracts under the Housing Opportunities for Persons with AIDS, HOPWA, for program year April 1, 2023 through March 31st, 2024. So these are a program that has already occurred, and I guess the funds are still applicable. 10.10 is a resolution authorizing the amendment of a professional service contract with Dr. Mary Altamore Mayer, doing business as Alto Veterinary Services, LLC, for providing additional animal services for the Department of Health and Human Services. 10.11 is a resolution authorizing the payment of a claim submitted to Associated Humane Society for providing animal control services for the Jersey City Department of Health and Human Services. 10.12 is a resolution authorizing the award of contract to Millennium Communications Group, Inc. for new diesel surveillance trailers with ALPR cameras under the interlocking purchase system for the Department of Public Safety. And that is an amount of $324,000.
So where do we need more
Mhm.
surveillance? Why are we adding? What are we adding and why?
So let's see where these cameras will be applied. Proposal for new surveillance trailers. So we have 24 camera connections, 24 genetic advantage connections, outdoor 1080 HD dome cameras, 4 fixed, 4 wall brackets. So that just looks like 4 outdoor, and then another 8 high-end PTZ cameras. Where are these going? And then 4 mobile trailers. So yeah, we can ask the question, where are these cameras going?
Who's the company?
This is
Erica?
Millennium.
Okay, they didn't know the background on them because they're getting all our data and everything. Facial recognition.
Yep,
Just a
they're the
question.
ones that advertise
That's
that they provide all AI enabled equipment And they're the ones that we spoke to down in Atlantic City, where they said that so far it's not being used, or it's not being recommended to be used with facial recognition, and that it's just for searching for vehicles and such. That said, we've never heard directly from Jersey City Police Department, their stance and their approach and their strategy to AI surveillance. And this particular resolution, I'm just not clear. Are we continuing to replace existing cameras, or are we adding additional cameras? And if we are, again, are these AI enabled? What are they going to be used for? Why do we need more? If, as the mayor says, we have such low crime rates right now, really, what's the purpose here?
All right. So we will reach out to the BA and the public safety directors to get clarity on those questions and the application of AI specifically. Thank you. 10.14 is a resolution authorizing the execution of a sub-recipient agreement with Team Wilderness, Inc. in connection with the United States Environmental Protection Agency grants to the city of Jersey City for the Environmental Justice Government to Government Program grant. I've met with the Team Wilderness. This is a great program. We want to make sure that we can expand this to reach as many of our children as possible. It's a $498,000 grant. So let's see how many children will get to take advantage of Team Wilderness with this grant, and just make sure we get the promotional material to get the word out to our community. 10.15 is a resolution authorizing the execution of a memorandum of understanding, MOU, with It's Electric, Inc. for the Ride and Drive Electric program administered by the United States Department of Energy. So they're going to install 15 electric vehicle chargers at no cost to the city on public sidewalks in the Bergen, Lafayette, Greenville, and Journal Square neighborhoods. Okay. 10.16 is a resolution supplementing the manual of loading zone designations of the city of Jersey City, designating a loading zone at 3 New York Avenue. 10.17 is a resolution supplementing the manual of loading zone designations of the city of Jersey City, designating a loading zone at 88 Morgan Street. 10.18 is a loading zone at 212 Washington Street. 10.19 is a resolution authorizing the award of an open-end contract to Nielsen Fleet, Inc. for various lights and sirens for the city's fleet of vehicles as needed under state contract for the Department of Public Works in the amount of $60,000. 10.20 is a resolution authorizing the award of contract to T-Slack Environmental Services, Inc. for the replacement of fuel towers at various city locations under state contract for the Department of Public Works, Division of Automotive Maintenance for $63,000. 10.21 is a resolution authorizing an award of contract to TK Elevator Corporation for unforeseen elevator repairs at city-owned buildings through the U.S. Communities Government Purchase Alliance, known as Omnia Partners, for the Development of Public Works, Division of Buildings and Street Maintenance. It's for unforeseen elevator repairs at city-owned buildings. I know there's not much we can do when it comes to non-city-owned buildings because they don't. The law doesn't state elevators being out as an emergency, but we do need to do something about strengthening these elevator fines, because some of these elevators are out just too long, and it's like the developers are not at all. There's no incentive for them to fix these elevators. They just pay the fine, as opposed to fixing the elevator as soon as possible. And especially these out of town landlords that are really hard to track down. 10.22 is a resolution authorizing an award of an open-end contract to Western Industries North LLC for pest control services for city-owned properties throughout the Sourcewell Purchasing Cooperative for the Department of Public Works. 10.23 is a resolution of the City of Jersey City Municipal Council approving the appointment and reappointment of city council members to the boards of special improvement districts, also known as district management corporations. So the 7 special improvement districts promote economic growth, and we have the following council people on each of these boards. So we are on the board of the Jackson Hill Main Street SID board. We need to clarify, is it a voting seat or a non-voting seat? Because I know if you vote on the board, you can't vote for a council agenda item and vice versa. 10.24 is a resolution authorizing the settlement of action entitled Daniel Sinan versus John Doe. And this is for a complaint that alleged on April of 2021 injuries while crossing the road. 10.25 is a resolution authorizing an extension of and end amendment to an agreement with River North Transit LLC, a wholly owned subsidiary of Via Mobility LLC regarding on-demand bus services. So this is a contract amount of $6.5 million to Via. So here's their contract renewal. And it resulted in an increase in the total contract amount of $7.4 million. And does this contract include the aforementioned statement with regards to them finding their own parking? Temporary funds in amount of $650. So before approving this, we'll make sure that they have the understanding that they need to find their own parking. 10.26 is a resolution appointing Ashley Sullivan to the Women's Advisory Board of the City of Jersey City. 10.27 is a resolution of Jersey City Municipal Council authorizing the tax collector to apply erroneously collected land taxes towards the February 1st, 2025 pilot payment due from KKF Block 5B Urban Renewal LLC at 33 University Place and credit the entity. So we need to credit them back. They overpaid. It's a remaining credit of $74,000. 10.28 is a resolution authorizing the cancellation of prorated 2024 added assessment taxes on block 11506, lot 201, 2.01 qualifier through P0652 due to an erroneous assessment. 10.29 is a resolution of the Municipal Council authorizing the tax assessor to cancel real estate taxes on block 17503, lot 1.01, also known as 125 Monitor Street, as the property was acquired by the Jersey City's redevelopment agency. And 10.30 is a resolution of Jersey City Municipal Council authorizing the city to enter into an equipment lease purchase agreement between Lease Servicing Center, doing business as NCL Government Capital as lessor, and the City of Jersey City in the County of Hudson, State of New Jersey as leasee. And those are your agenda items for next week. The council meeting is on Tuesday instead of Monday, Tuesday, February 13th, 2025. I'm sorry, the council meeting is on Thursday. The caucus meeting is on Tuesday. And does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns with regards to any of the agenda items or anything in general for Ward F?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. This is Mr. Edward Perkins. Although I am a resident in Ward A now, just before I moved here, I was in Ward F, and I, took the liberty of going to vote for now Councilman Gilmore. I recall going to early vote for him. I believed in his vision for our city, and I also believed in his tenacity, right? And to work hard and to really just pull something, from nothing. And I really do appreciate that. And I'm so pleased to hear that he's sponsoring a resolution here now that will be up in regard to making our public pools once again free. Okay, that means a lot to me. I am often on record speaking about how we've changed as a city, and how I feel like many of us are forgotten. And by charging fees for our pools, it's just made it it's just made it so much harder for people to be able to afford to go to the pool. And that's not fair. And then Now the pool itself may be out of reach for some people, and that is totally unacceptable. And I am ready. I am ready to fight back and to be a part of um to be a part of it all. So anyway, thank you so much. I plan to be giving my sentiments formally on record when this is introduced in the meeting on Thursday. And thank you again.
Thank you, Edward. Appreciate your comments. Yeah, we're looking forward to this as well. It, like Councilman and Solomon said, we just need to do what makes sense, for the community. And when you're charging upwards, when you talk about a whole summer, it's really easy to go into the hundreds for a service that should be free, So we are looking forward to this passing. So I mean, if anybody can invite their, family members, friends to come out and speak, to really, pull at the heartstrings of the other council people, because Solomon and Gilmore didn't vote for these pool fees to begin with. It was the other council people, So a lot of times we need to reach out to those other council people and let them know, the results of their votes, in real time from real people.
Goodness of us doing this on Saturday to letting people know, because like E said, and Education at Gilmore said, and Solomon said, I actually went down there, me and Gina, to speak upon this, because this is one of the time before Education at Gilmore even became for counselor. We had kids, and I would state again, I didn't know the mission of why we wasn't charging the parents, but then I realized when we start taking them on trips, and that was one of the trips that we was able to take the kids for free, was the pool. Like, we already had to pay for them to get little snacks there, but to see that we would have to pay now to take them to the pool, that's going to be like disappointment in our community, because that's one thing I used to always say, woo, make sure you have that bus together, Education to Gilmore, because them kids is ready to go. And now to see that the parents not going to be able to afford that, that is something that we need to continue to educate our community. And that's how they are able to go over us, because we don't educate our community. So I thank you, Chief Staff Erica, for taking out the time to do this. And I thank you, Education at Gilmore, for coming up with this so we can all educate the community and let them know what's going on.
Most definitely. And our office, since the meetings on Tuesday, the caucus on Tuesday and the meetings on Thursday, we'll try to create a special social media promotion to make sure people know that this is on the agenda. In addition, there was an op-ed, but we'll create a flyer too to help promote this new vote on pool fees, so we can try to get as many people out as possible. All right, anything else that we can discuss with regards to the city council agenda? It is 11:46. I thank you all for your attention and you being here. It makes all the difference when we have community engagement and we have the input from our community members. Tina and Gina, I want to officially, do a welcome and thank you for, joining the Office of Ward F. Very glad to have you aboard. To the public, you'll be seeing more from Tina and Gina in the Office of Ward F. You can contact your councilman. Their beautiful faces will be added to this page because they are now officially aides for the Office of Councilman Gilmore. So their contact information will be here as well. In the meantime, if you would like to make an appointment or schedule a meeting with your council person, if you're a city employee, you can click here. If you're a constituent, click here. If you're a land use applicant, click here. And there are special dates and times that are set aside for you to have office hours with Councilman Gilmore. Also coming soon is going to be coming soon is office hours with the new Congresswoman, LaMonica McIver. She'll be having office hours at 39 Kearney Avenue in February and in March. So if you would like to talk to your Congresswoman and see what she can do for you, stay tuned for that. Definitely look at our website. Our community calendar has all of the city meetings listed, whether it's a caucus meeting, council meeting, planning board meeting, zoning board, historic preservation, and community events. All of that can be found on our Google Calendar, which is listed at everythingwardf.com. You can also go to thepeopleswardf.com to make it to this site as well. If no one else has anything, I'll wrap up the meeting and allow you all to have a great weekend. Thank you again for your participation today.
Thank you, Erica.
Thank you.
Councilman Gilmore.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. Peace and power.